Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Blasphemous, where we have now reached, finally, 100% game completion. We have that lovely 100% on our save file and also on our map completion status, which feels very nice. There is still more to do, of course. We have some loose ends to wrap up here, and then we are going to be ascending. I'm excited to see what exactly is going to be different in a supposedly a new game plus, even though I'm not totally sure that's what it is, but we'll see here pretty soon. In order to fill out or complete those loose ends, I have been doing some farming, and I finally thought through, like, looking through the map, I found a spot here that seemed like a pretty good place to just repeatedly, next to a bench, get some farming done. Because you can actually pretty quickly, under, how long did that take us? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? And that was like 1,000 tiers, or 1,500 or something. And I've just been doing that here repeatedly, farming some tiers for a couple things that we need to take care of. So there's my little farming spot that I've been spending some time at. Not nearly as much time as I spent wondering about this mystery, this supposed mystery in the room, the room with the tomb in Where Olive Trees Wither, which apparently I have learned the bell ringing in that room, which it is still ringing, is a bug. That apparently is a bug. Maybe it was intended, maybe it's intended to point you in the direction of the secrets that lie beneath that room, but it is still ringing even after you have uncovered those secrets. So I don't think it's completely working as intended, and it definitely did not work as intended in my case, because it got me so laser focused on that one room. Because so far, even just I've only had a couple instances on the main file here where that bell has actually helped me uncover a secret. And I think in both cases, it was basically a sus wall or a sus floor that needed to be uncovered. Although, mysteriously, I don't think that it rang, although now I'm not sure if I actually had it equipped. There was a room here in Mother of Mothers, I think, on the far right, that was a flask station, and I don't remember when I found that sus wall, I don't remember the bell ringing, but I can't say definitively that I had it equipped. All of my backtracking, because we of course found the last flask, and that was quite a surprise to me that it was revealed by the bell and a sus floor. But regardless, we have now dealt with the mysteries of this part of the Where Olive Trees Wither zone. We can put those in our rear view, and we can turn our attention to we'll be doing some more let's actually start with that. Let's actually do a couple of donations here at the church, because while I have said that I don't like looking things up, and that is true, but mainly because I don't like that looking things up often entails going to like a wiki page or some other place where you get a lot more information than you wanted to know. Usually if I'm considering looking something up, it's because I want to know something very specific. Like in the case of the church here, it kind of makes sense from, me making a YouTube series here. It's a nice thing to know if there is a limit to this church and the amount of donations that we can make. Because if that is the case, and if I know what that limit is, then I know how many tiers to farm. And I know like what I can budget my time appropriately and not keep donating ad infinitum because the box just never fills up. Fortunately, with the help of ChatGPT and also Google Gemini, I was able to look up a piece of information without spoiling myself on other things. I asked both of these chatbots to tell me, without revealing the rewards that we could potentially get, is there a limit to the donation box in the church? And if so, what is that cap? At what point is the tithe box finally closed for business? And it looks like that mark is 100,000. It looks like ultimately getting up to 100,000 is the maximum. other than that, I don't know what the rewards are going to be. So that's going to be a fun surprise here still to learn. And we're going to do that. We're going to go like we've been doing previously. We're going to go 10K at a time, or thereabouts. Close enough, right? Get into the ballpark. And then, you know what? Just to satisfy my OCD, we actually are going to go exactly 10K for this first one. And then we'll see how I'm feeling, how patient I'm feeling on the others. But let's do another 10K here. And then we will see what changes, if anything. I don't know that we're going to get something at each. This is the thing that I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what increments get rewarded from here on out. It looks like nothing has changed. So let's do another 10. And that will put us, I think that donation there puts us around, somewhere around 60. I feel like we were somewhere in the neighborhood of 50,000 going into today. So that brings us to 60, and we'll take our total up to 70,000 here, and 52, because that's where I stopped. That's where the wheel of chance stopped in this case. So we'll see. What's 70K? This church. You'd think it would look, it's looking very spiffy on the inside. Maybe they'll at some point have some funds here to get things a little bit more spruced up on the outside, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe this is their. Have we added? What have we added here? I feel like maybe we added these little fixtures here, the green and gold fixtures that have the symbol, the symbol of the miracle. Okay, but nothing to pick up yet. And this is part of what I was a little bit uncertain about still, how I want to, like, I think the other thing that I want to do here is the arcade game, if I didn't mention that already. The arcade game, we need some funds for that as well. So we may, depending on how successful I am with the arcade game, we might need to do some more farming at my little farming spot. But other than the donations at the church and the arcade game, I am not sure what else that I would try in order to... Oh, it looks like there is still no significant change here, and definitely no item to pick up. So, okay, let's just, well, you know what? We're just going to keep going at this point. I kind of wanted to get an item, and I was hoping that we would get something before hitting 100,000. But it looks like maybe at this point, we'll just see if the chatbots were misleading me at all. Does this actually... Man, it actually still lets us... The donation box does let us go what feels like well past 100,000. So I don't know. It could be that the chatbots were still actually full of it, and they were both pulling from information that was not good. So I may look very foolish here, very silly in relatively short order. We will find that out together. Although you all know, most of you probably know the answer already as to what the maximum, if any, exists on this tithe box. Still nothing. Still nothing. Boy, my money is really potentially going down the drain here. But, you know, the only other thing I would be doing with it would be playing an arcade game, which maybe, you know what? Let's save this last 10K. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna play the arcade with what we have, and then we'll see if we can get through it in a relatively short number of attempts. I have to get myself back up to speed with the arcade game here. But yeah, that I want to hopefully make some progress on both of these fronts, and then I am very interested about what is going to be different with what's going to be different with New Game Plus. if in fact it is a new game plus. That seems like the most likely explanation of what Ascend would be. But it's going to, I would imagine, in a Metroidvania, if I'm thinking about how a new game plus would proceed in like Dark Souls, you leave the player with all of the weapons and all of the... Why am I going up this way? This is not the way I meant to go. Whoops. I went the wrong way. Hold on. Let me get my prayer equipped here. Take me back. Take me back to the pre-do. I went the wrong way because I'm a dingus. We needed to go down. Why did I not go down? Ah, because I was distracted by these guys. That's why. So, but I would imagine, of course, in a Metroidvania, if you're starting New Game Plus, you're going to be... all of your shit's going to get taken away, or your relics, I should say. The stuff that actually gives you your Metroidvania maneuverability, accessing of different secrets or areas, that would make sense that that is all reset. Along with probably quest items, maybe? But not all quest items would probably be reset. Like, would bioflasks and quicksilver and stuff be reset? That's the thing that I don't know about, is these, like, permanent character upgrades. Will those carry over as part of... It would kind of make sense to me that they would carry over. But we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. For now, though, I just want to play a little arcade. And see if I can make it through annoying platforming, another annoying platforming section in Blasphemous. Because that was the part of this arcade game that I remember us having some trouble on. The initial stages here, not too bad. Alcazar of Grief. Let's go. There's also, of course, the mystery of these. There's these various items. Let me just remind myself here that there's basically only jump and attack. That's it. Okay. So there are these items that we get, like this, the skull, that I don't know what to do with yet. Whether they have any effect or not remains to be seen. We will find out in due time. We do get these tiers, a very minor refund on tiers. It doesn't really do me any good to go after these enemies because they don't themselves give me tiers. So if I can just avoid them altogether, that's actually kind of good for me. I just don't want to take damage. Almost took damage twice there. What the fuck? I thought for sure I was hit in each of those instances. I thought, oh god, reset. Already time to reset the run. Rip run. I do wish I could swing upwards. It actually, if you press up and attack, it doesn't even let you do anything. I do want to go and get that chest. And there was not a secret here. There is a sus wall on one of these platforms that I seem to remember. Oh, there's a chest up there as well. Come on. The enemies don't only come your direction when you are on that level of the platform. Oh, come on, really? Dang it. Okay, we gotta get used to the... I need my Mason's wheel, so I get a little more run speed to help me traverse these distances. Probably better to just stand still and let the enemy come your way. So fortunately, I don't need... Oh, but it's tears. Oh, that's interesting. So I remember this being like a health upgrade, but maybe if you're full health already, it doesn't give it to you. Or it gives you tears instead. That's kind of cool. I do not remember that happening the first time. Another incentive to not get hit. As if you needed any incentive more than just... I didn't want to hit the spikes there. I didn't time that correctly. I was expecting the spikes to appear sooner on that far platform. Okay, all right. So far, making it through. Making it through without too much trouble at the moment. I was gonna say, there is a skull here, was there not? It just takes the chest a minute to show up. Dang it. I wasn't expecting that enemy to fly downward. There we go. Overall, the enemy patterns are not too terribly unpredictable. Hopefully there's nothing too crazy besides this that shows up. If there is anything more beyond this platforming section, because this is really the moment of truth here. This one's probably going to take a few times, because it gets a little bit crazy at the end, from what I remember. Okay, that wasn't... Alright, fine. Fine. You know, okay, here's where it starts to get a little bit more... Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Shit. The double... Just gotta stay in the center, that's the better move. Staying in the center against the double. Got it. Got it. Oh my god. How is... Shit. Okay. Okay. Did we make it? Please let this be the end. Because I'm not... Like, this is cool, but I don't necessarily want to spend all day inside of this arcade game. Suswall? I don't think it's the end. They're saying go, 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 so it's probably not the end. Alright. We're at 2 life, or 2 hit points. We could use a health upgrade here. Health regen. Oh, there's a new... Oh, we are on a new set of... Oh, boy. I knew there was going to be... Oh, it's this... Oh, I think those are... So there are... These are the counterparts to the enemies that we know... No! I'm not facing the right direction. Fuck. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was so ready. I was ready for the enemy. And then I fucking was facing the wrong direction. There's a health upgrade there too? No! How do I get up there? Can I go around? And it disappears. Oh, that is so lame. Oh, I hate that. That is the worst. That is the worst, dude. The health upgrade was right there. I cannot hit you from here? I was gonna say. That's so annoying. Like, once you're on the lower level, you can't get up to the upper portion at all, huh? Unless there's a platform that I missed. But I can't get back up here, right? Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. Fuck, I could have gotten the health upgrade. I could have gotten it. All right. All right. We're going to check for... Wait, I can't... That won't let me... Hold on. There we go. Oh, I see. He can't go across the little destructible platform, can he? All right. Now this guy... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to need to let you do your thing first. Then we go past... Then there is a chest there. Okay, all right. Wait a second. I just walked through that wall. Did I just get an extra life? What did I get? Okay. I guess there's only one way to go. Cool little secret that we found. All right. God damn. Okay, I almost ran into that dude. There we go. No, there's a chest there. Oh my god. Bro. Lame. Okay, so it does really pay to jump to like every platform at least once. And there's spikes down there. Man, this thing is... They are really waiting to get you. Those spikes are quick too. I want to check for a secret over here, but these spikes are so... I don't trust the spikes to... Okay, that's good enough for me. If there's something that's actually directly next to the spikes, I don't think I'm brave enough. Let's go up to this platform. And chest. Health upgrade. Oh my god. Okay, as soon as I saw this platform up here, I was like, I gotta check. There's gotta be something. All right. Tears. Cool. We're actually getting an okay pile of tears. Much better refund this time that we're going to be ending up with. Nice. Not so nice. Fuck. You get the health upgrade and then they immediately ambush you. All right. Oh, but oh, and I can't go up here. I thought this was another path to take. So instead... There we go. Okay. The jumpy boys do freak me out just a little bit. But they are just like their counterparts in... Well, I can't say they're just like their counterparts in the base game, quote unquote. Because in the base game, they only take like a tiny fraction of your health. In this game, there's another skull. In this game, they take a third of your health because you only have 3 hit points. Shit. Okay, I mishandled that. I thought there was going to maybe be a secret underneath the little cannon. Not so much. Ooh. Oh! I have not been checking the floors super faithfully. These little like... Oh, I need to... You gotta check everywhere, man. Okay, but there's no attack downward, so I don't think we can reveal... That's about the closest thing that we get to a sus floor, I think. Man, we've come so far now. I don't really... I'm hoping that I can make it through the rest of whatever they're going to throw at us. Now, I presume that if we're falling down into this little space below, that there would be a way out, right? So I'm going to fall because they have to let us out somehow, right? Or let us through here. Shit, no, I want that. Shit, let me out. God damn it, it's going to... That's so... Why do you make the... Why do the health items have to disappear? That's so fucked. I hate that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you're gonna... I can't go through this wall, huh? You're gonna make me go down. All right. Fine, have it your way. Disappearing health items. What a joke. What a fucking joke. Oh, shit. I panicked because I was like, oh, I don't want to be under this elevator when it comes down. And then I jumped right into that thing. What am I doing? Probably doesn't even hurt me. Probably doesn't even do a goddamn thing. All right, I need health. More health, please. Tears is fine, but I need health. Unless I have an extra life. Unless I unlocked an extra life by getting that that one secret. Oh boy, here's the boss. Shit. Oh. Holding that dead deer like you always do. Okay. So you just get one hit and then move out. One hit and you move on. Dude, you're gonna trap me in the corner here. Shit. Did we not get an extra credit? Are they actually gonna send us all the way back? Oh, it's a new aspect. Okay. All right, that's cool. We unlocked a new aspect. The adventure. Yet. Dude, I hate even you go in with 3 life against that thing. It kind of traps you in the corner. And there's no dodging. So that's kind of unfortunate, but at least we got a pretty substantial refund that time compared to our previous runs. So yeah, so I'm gonna give this a couple more attempts, and I'm not gonna show the entire run every time, but we'll try to get back to our previous personal best and see if we can make it past that little mini boss or boss. Let's give it another go. Ooh, okay, there's a skull that I hadn't found before, I'm pretty sure. Sus floors. Gotta be checking for those sus floors. How devious would it be to hide sus walls in this harrowing... God damn, why did I... What the fuck? I thought I was short enough. God damn it. Okay, stay in the center here. Okay. Oh, I thought for sure that the wing was gonna clip me. Okay. There is a skull there. Oh my god. I had to jump and get it. Wow. There. Oh my god. Who knows what other secrets there could be in that little... Holy shit. Oh my god. It's... Dude, it's the 3 life. The 3 life is so nerve-wracking. But, you know, that's probably the intended experience. Wait, what? There's a... What? Wait a second. How did I get that chest? Is it because I waited long enough? Oh my god. I don't like it when these are the types of secrets, like, where I have no idea what I just did to actually get that chest, other than waiting long enough, because, god, I hate the amount of waiting that I did in that tomb room. Oh my god, they're just trolling me at this point, guys. That's all there is to it. I'm just getting one big troll job. Damn it. Fuck! The jumpy boys. Not turning the right direction. It's the joystick. I've done this in the base game far too many times, where I'm, you know, moving in one direction, but then the joystick snaps back. Probably can't do it on demand here, but when you're, like, you're aiming, but then, like, you accidentally move the joystick. It's why I should probably just stick with D-pad. Fuck, that's annoying. We were doing pretty well that time. But at least we found a couple, you know, a couple new things. Not that I know what they get me. I have no idea what the skulls do. But secrets were found. Wait, now you give me a health upgrade? Is it just random? Is that what's going on here? The chest rewards are random? That doesn't seem right. I don't think they're completely random, or at least not all of them are. But now I'm getting, what is this? What is this? I'm getting trolled with 2 health upgrades. 2 health upgrades when I don't need them. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. What the actual fuck? Bro. And now there's no health upgrade here at all. Like, what is even happening, dude? Wait, have I ever gone over to that platform over there? Surely I have. Why does this platform exist, though? I was gonna say, but of course, it's a fucking 3rd health upgrade that I don't need. Game, oh my god, I'm not even past the 1st level and I'm already crashing out. It's not even the 3rd fucking run and I'm done with this thing. Why? Why are you giving me health when I don't need it? The baby rage is real, guys. Bro, my pointy hat. Can I ditch the pointy hat? I'm too tall. I'm taller than I want to be. It's too much. It's getting me in too many... Oh, wow. Okay. Man, there are secrets. There are secrets to find on this fucking... Oh my god. There's one right here. And that's it. Oh my god. See all those health upgrades. Why can't they be like blue masks in Hollow Knight? Turn them into blue masks so I can bank them for later. God, that feels terrible. I'm seriously just getting tilted by the fact that there is fucking... And now, where's my chest? Is it because I jumped up and hit? What exactly am I doing to make this chest appear? At least it gave me health this time. And not like randomly going back to tears for some reason. I'm the one that is shedding tears over what is happening right now. Jesus Christ, we need to get rid of this guy first. Get that guy out of here. And now... Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Wait, what? You have to destroy that thing and then run back up here and get this before it disappears. Okay, I guess. See, now it's... was it tears before? I thought it was a health upgrade. I don't even know anymore. Okay, well, at least I can jump and hit that guy while he's still in the air. And this was the secret that got us the new aspect. So that's cool. And now it's tears. Okay, so it doesn't just give you the aspect again, I guess. So that's something. Which was a health upgrade. I wish you didn't spawn so close to me. That kind of shit. That kind of shit, man. I'm getting so, wait, no, this is the way forward. This is the correct way. I'm getting so unjustifiably tilted by this stupid little arcade game. Like, this is no way, there's no reason for me to get so, I didn't even hit the guy. There's no reason for me to get this tilted, but it's just, it's silly stuff, you know? Like, it doesn't make any sense. All right, we're back to full health. At least we're back to full health. They are generous enough with the health upgrades that come throughout the thing. I just wish, like, why make it random to where when you're full health, you get health upgrades? How does that help anybody? And then, okay, fuck! God damn it. Like, if I'm full health, do I even waste the time going up here? Maybe not. Don't even go up here. Because it's not worth it. Oh my god. Why am I losing it over this stupid little shit? Why does this kind of an experience have this effect on me? I think it's because of it. This is part of why I don't really like older games, is because of how poorly they control. Like, realistically, this game, this little arcade experience does not play well. Like, it's just so, compared to the base game, especially the fact that you get like a dodge and you have the ability to parry and all these other things that help you deal with the all of the craziness that gets thrown your way. And the fact that in this game, if you just happen to not be turned the right way for 1 second, you don't have the same level of control over your character. Fuck. God damn it. Now we're gonna end up at the boss. All right, I guess we have 2 health. We have 2 health because there was a health upgrade here, but I'm once again taking silly hits here at the very end. Probably because I'm not focused. I should be focused on... Oh, there's one more room before the boss. Okay, maybe if I focus in and actually figure out how to make it through this area. I know now at least there is a health upgrade that is below, or potentially a health upgrade. Maybe it'll randomly be a tears pickup. But I know that there is at least something to get down in this room. So maybe... Okay, now... Can I... figure out how to make it up this way? Okay. Alright. Aha! Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, there's gotta be more. Usually, I will say at the very least, when there are destructible walls or floors, they at least give you something. They reward you with something one way or the other, even if it's health upgrades that you don't need. Okay, full health time. Can we make it through? Concentrate, focus. Maybe I can get 2 hits. But I'm worried about being greedy. But I apparently have time. When the deer gets raised, I have time to get away. So unless the pattern changes, we do have time that I can spam a little bit more freely than I first thought. Just spam the boss down. And there you go. Yeah, this is... You're reenacting my... my attitude and my reactions throughout this run so far. My baby rage mode that I've been in here. Is this the end? Please tell me this is the end. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. 5 skulls assembled? Did we get another aspect? Another aspect. Archaic exaltation. Okay, so we got 2 different fashion souls from this thing. Okay, all right. Okay. This is an instance where feel free to tell me if there is any reason other than, you know, I'm sure there are other little like secrets to find, like sus walls and sus floors and stuff. If there are other things to unlock, I'm not interested in playing this arcade game again unless there are more things to unlock, like aspects or any other item. Don't tell me what I would be unlocking, but feel free to leave in the comments if there is more to unlock from the game besides just finding other secrets within the game itself. I think I've had my fill of the Alcazar of Guilt. Is that what it was called? I think that's what it was called. I think that's a good note for us to use our homeward bone to head back to Albero with the tears that we have left. And let's see, let's just give whatever we have left to the church. And we'll see from there if that gets us to the maximum. Which my expectation is that it would, but it is still possible that I've been fed erroneous information from chatbots, which of course, you know, we all know that they are very, very fallible. But we'll see. We'll find out if this is one of those cases as I get a hydrate. That arcade game. Yeah, the controls, it's you know, I prefer the regular Blasphemous experience. Oh my god, another aspect. We're getting so many fashion souls here. Alms for Oblivion. Alms for Oblivion, you say? Okay. Is that all she wrote? You are rid of guilt. I guess we have no money to give, so if there were an option to donate anymore, then we would not be prompted to, or we could theoretically not be prompted. Hi, Doggo. Doggo gets pets. Always pets for Doggo. And I just need to find one enemy to take out here. Oh. One of you to give me a few tears. Just a handful of tears to see. Is that the end of the road? In terms of donations. It is. We are rid of guilt, so we know we have nothing to confess, and we have filled up the donation box. So, wow. Okay, so that's interesting because that is interesting for a couple of reasons. One of the main reason is just that I would have thought that we would get something else other than aspects. We have one more prayer slot that's empty, 2 more hearts, and 4 beads. And I would have guessed if I had wagered any money on it, I would have guessed that at least one more thing would have come from the church on the way to 100,000. But it is just one more aspect that gets added to our pool of fashion souls. Okay. So then I guess I might be ready to move on. Let's quickly check our fashion soul options. Let's check those options out real quick here. Extras. And see what we're dealing with now. There's Alms for Oblivion. Okay. Little purple belt that we've got there. That one's not terrible. Archaic Exaltation. That they went much more arcade style on this one. That one's okay. Echo and Shadow, I think we had that one. Chantress of the Dead, The Adventure. Just the monochrome. The monochrome Game Boy experience. Okay. Okay. I think ultimately my favorite one here is the true apostasy. I just like, I think I just like the red sword. The red sword is kind of like, now that I think of it, it's kind of like a certain other sword that I've relied on maybe a bit too much during my my Elden Ring playthrough, the Blasphemous blade, which is also a very red. And I just, wait a minute, the Blasphemous blade. We're playing Blasphemous. Holy shit, how did I never make this connection before? What? How did I never make this connection until just this second? We've got the Blasphemous blade. We literally have the Blasphemous blade. Wow. Well, Cat Laser Brain has finally made that realization. So there you go. Okay. True Apostasy and the Blasphemous Blade is my favorite, but we're gonna go with the one that we just, which one we've unlocked a couple actually, and I think we're gonna go with this Alms for Oblivion. I think I like the purple belt enough to where we're gonna try that one on for size, and I think it is now time for us to ascend. We've reached 100% on the main file here. We've also, while we do have several empty slots still in our inventory, as we talked about last time, I have been advised, or I have been reassured by my trusted advisor, that those are slots that we will be able to fill out eventually, even after Ascension. So as long as we're not locking ourselves out of any potential content or collectibles, I think it's time for us to take the next step. It feels like, well, based on the feedback from my friend, it definitely sounds like there is more to do that is pretty substantive and that we would need to ascend in order to access. So I think I'm ready to see what's in store at the next stage of things here in the game. We could theoretically, my min-max instincts, if I were just playing this by myself, I might spend some time farming some tiers to take in with me to quote-unquote New Game Plus, because maybe there would be some things that we would want to buy and our life would be a little bit easier with a bunch of tiers stockpiled, but I'm not going to do that here. We're just going to roll with what we've got, our paltry 32 tiers at the moment, and whatever else that New Game Plus will allow us to take over along with it. So let's do it. I'm always a little bit... Oh, it does give you some explanation here. Of course, I don't know why I didn't think there would be some sort of like confirmation before you hit this, but I just, you know, just in case there wasn't, you know, I didn't want to press the button, right? You don't know for sure until you press the button that there's going to be a, are you sure that you want to press this button? They are giving you, are you sure? It says, ascend to the true Torment. Elevate your saved game to true Torment mode, starting your journey from the beginning, but keeping hold of your equipment and the upgrades you've unlocked along the way. In this mode, the Penitent One's pilgrimage is considerably more dangerous, and access to the Altar of Penitence is unlocked. Custodia hides secrets that will only be revealed to those who walk this path. Ascent is permanent, there is no going back. I see. The Altar of Penitence. I don't know what that would be. If I had to guess, the Altar of Penitence, I would think it would be the place that is in the chapel where Chrysanta and Esdras are hanging out. The Altar of Penitence from which we first took the sword, did we not? The Blasphemous blade. I think I'm ready to do this. I've got other game files if I really want to. You can always start the game over from the beginning. Ascent is permanent. There's no going back on this file, but there's nothing more to do for us here on this file at this point. We've done all that I am willing to do. So even though I'm always hesitant at these moments, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm indecisive, I think this is the right path for us. Let's ascend. Let's do it. You have acquired Petrified Bell. Petrified Bell. They give you a brand new item right off the bat, huh?
Because it is my guilt, I claim you, grievous miracle.
I would imagine that this is all going to be the same.
Make my chest hurt with regret. Forge your punishment and nail it deep. Shape my guilt once again.
The Twisted One, and then... Is that an image of His Holiness there at the hilt of the sword? I've never quite figured that out entirely. It would be pretty cool if the cutscene were slightly updated to include your aspect.
Repentance, mourning, and every pain of the soul of all kind were visibly and tangibly manifested everywhere.
Like if it,
all of us.
If it actually reflected the fashion souls that you had selected,
sometimes in the form of
that would be a cool touch.
Grace.
Hey, look,
Sometimes
it's what's her name, the Perpetual Agony Lady,
and corruption.
and
That
Ten
divine
Piedad.
will, equally
Piedad?
pious and cruel, which we could not and will never be able to unravel, was called the miracle.
There it is. That symbol that we know all too well at this point. All right. The massive Twisted One overlooking this place that I still have not... There's still so many questions as to the lore in this game. I don't know that any of them or all of them could possibly be answered given what the game gives you. And a lot of it, you know, a lot of those questions perhaps are not supposed to get definitive answers. Oh man, look at that health bar. Look at that fervor bar. Oh, those are so sad. Oh, so pitiful. Okay, let's hit the pause menu here and see what we've got. Okay, it does reset all of your quest items. So we have, though, except for this Petrified Bell, of course, which is a new thing. And so it is a strange flower sprouting from the very rock itself in payment for an incomplete penance. Its stem bends when no one looks at it, pointing towards the Forest of the Holy Line. The Forest of the Holy Line. Was that the name of one of the zones? Or was this mentioned by one of the characters? I feel like I've seen, or it might have been in one of like all the different lore and descriptions that we read. I feel like it was mentioned, or somewhere I remember reading that particular title. The stone petals are signs of the sorrowful miracle, warnings that something sleeping must wake. And then the further lore here is, why have you chosen me? Why do I feel you in my flesh, in my skin, in my blood? Punishment, say at least one word so I can understand why you keep me prisoner between sleep and wakefulness. May my body break for you, my arms be bound for you, my eyes awaken when you call me by name. Confine me to the stone room and let the stone itself be the key that sets me free. The stone room. Wait a second. Petrified Bell. Oh no. Don't... My mind is wondering if this is connected to that tomb room Did my friend... Did my friend, in telling me that, oh yeah, that's a bug that's connected, the fact that the bell keeps ringing in that one room from the incorrupt hand is just a bug. What if it wasn't a bug? What if this is where the petrified bell is supposed to go? And that's why it was ringing. Okay, we'll see if that turns out to be true or not. We do have all of our relics. I would not have expected that. I would have expected to keep all our beads, although we don't have all our bead slots. Oh, shit. 2 bead slots? Oh. Ooh. Oh, man, that's going to be tough. We do have all of our sword hearts and prayers. Okay, we have our prayers, which is cool. And I guess it also did take our tears back to 0, so even farming tears would not have done anything for us. So it's a good thing we didn't waste our time. Okay. Oh, you know what? We do go back to 0 collectibles. And I think the one thing that I did forget to do I just was telling myself earlier that I need to do this, is that we need to read the last collectible. Okay. The bone that we get in that room under the tomb room, remind me, note to self, to read the lore and the description on that. I think that was the one collectible that we did not read before moving on to New Game Plus here. So, okay. Now the thing is, I'm not sure what prayers we're going to be able to afford. For now, we're going to put Vertialis in here because we are back to a very measly, I guess we do have 3 bars of fervor, at least in terms of Vertialis. So, we'll see exactly. We don't have it for anyway at the moment to spend, but we do have relics, which means in this room, we, right off the bat, can do stuff. I am going to equip this incorrupt hand, and we're going to find out where exactly it rings along the way, because we did not find it ringing in too many places. Back to 1 of 38. We did not find it ringing in too many places in New Game. However, that might just be because we had already uncovered most of the secrets that bell would have uncovered for us. So we're gonna see what happens here in New Game. Now, this is also interesting that we can just go. We can go right up here before we ever get to. We can go up in this direction before we ever make our way. So if we're back to 2 bead slots and we're back to 0 tiers, it's time to start farming. Time to put my greed bead back on and get to farming. One destructible object at a time. Interesting. So this is our first bench. There's our first bench. And I would imagine that this door is going to be closed once again. But, you know, who knows exactly? If there might be some subtle differences in how doors open and how the story progresses in New Game Plus, but we'll see. As of right now, locked. Okay. And this does give us tiers. All right, so in places where I believe that was a prayer, was that not like Tirana of the Celestial Bastion? I want to say that was a prayer that we picked up in New Game. I think it was this guy, but can't say 100%. What I can say though is that I'm going to be able to drop down into the room at the start and get this item, which is also going to be tiers. So it seems as though probably most, if not all, of the things that we've already collected are just going to be maybe 500 tier pickups. Maybe. We shall see. Now, I'm noticing also that our pre-dues are back to their their original form, which probably means that we're not able to teleport. So no teleportation just yet. For us, nothing along that front. What I can say, though... do I... This is where do I want to be greedy right off the bat? And say, hey, could we make it through the game without using bile flasks? Could we do that? We might be able to. Are we good enough to not need bile flasks at this point? Because we do have... Wait a minute. Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me? Whoa. I don't think that was because I broke this light, is it? But I'm hoping that one way or the other, this would have happened. Because this is definitely new. What the fuck? Okay. The statues have lit up. Their lanterns have lit up. And we can now choose your penitence. What the fuck? Oh my god. You can choose... Let's see what these are. Penitence of the Bleeding Heart. Your skin is torn. Only your will keeps you going. Every attack you receive makes you lose 1 life orb. Wait, does that mean that it's going to be like the arcade game? Your sacred equipment is affected by the miracle. Bile flasks regenerate several orbs over time, but suffering damage stops this process. What? Your enemies are relentless. They will respawn every time you come back to an area. Oh my god. So this is like giving yourself bindings. What? There's also the ability to just say no penitence. No bindings at all. Okay. What's this one here? Penitence of the Unwavering Faith. Your sword arm weakens. Mea culpa attacks are half as effective. Ugh, half? Your mind is stronger. Your determination, an endless supply of fervor. Fervor regenerates over time. Pain makes you lose concentration. The damage suffered reduces your fervor stocks. Ooh. So this would make us a much more spell/fervor oriented build. That sounds actually very interesting to me, because I have been thinking about focusing more on prayers and spells, making those trying to be a much more spell oriented playthrough, and that just or build, I should say. And that would, wow, that would play right into that. So okay, penitence of the true guilt is the last option here. Failure is unacceptable. Upon death, all your tears are placed on the guilt fragment. Uh-oh. Regret overcomes you. Your guilt level reaches the maximum once you fall in battle. Nothing can ease your pain. Bile flasks will not heal you, refilling your fervor instead. Oh my god. That sounds like that is the true... Like, okay, so you're finally going to be playing Dark Souls / Hollow Knight in terms of your tears. But I don't quite understand the second line. Your guilt level reaches the maximum once you fall in battle. Your guilt level. I'd have to, I think, see that one in action, because I'm not sure exactly what they mean by guilt level. But nothing can ease your pain. Bile flasks will not heal you, refilling your fervor instead. Refill your fervor with your bile flasks. This one says, every attack you receive makes you lose 1 life orb. And then your sacred equipment is affected by the miracle. Bile flasks regenerate several orbs over time, but suffering damage stops this process. And your enemies are relentless. They will respawn every time you come back to an area. I think that I kind of want to do this Penitence of the Unwavering Faith. Now, sword attacks being half as effective is going to be a pretty severe limitation. But we have some very powerful spells. Our spells, and if we lean into those spells, with our sword hearts and with our beads, we can definitely make this work. And I think that sounds more fun to me than... Like, we could just do no penitence and make it a chill playthrough. But I definitely like having a little bit additional challenge. I just don't know that I quite want to step up to one of these just yet. I think I like the idea of the unwavering faith. And we try to focus around a fervor build. Let's try this one. You can swear but a single oath. Do you want to undertake this penance? Yeah, no going back on this one, right? Yeah, that's a tough thing to think about because, you know, there's no going back. But let's see if we can do it. I think we can. I think this is definitely a challenge that I'm up for. So let's do it. And so now we have that fervor just goes over time. That's really pretty cool, actually. I forgot we also do have... We have this big bead of blue wax, which is pretty OP here at the start. So that's a good one. And then I think we actually do have this. I think before in my beads, I had forgotten about this drop of coagulated ink. I was thinking that we only had beads that would allow us to get more fervor from attacks, but we actually do have one that increases the power of our prayers. So let's lean into that. Let's lean in and really make our prayers as effective as we can. Do we even want to go as far as the question is then, I think we will do, we'll the Heart of the Holy Purge is doing that for a full playthrough could be fun as well. But I think what I want to do is I want to focus on something that enhances our prayers / fervor. We could, if we're just getting fervor over time, the Heart of Cerulean Incense isn't quite as powerful, or at least it doesn't feel quite as powerful because it's sort of like it's we're just already getting fervor generation automatically. So to me, my instinct is really just the Smoking Heart of Incense. Make everything stronger, because you're going to be able to afford these much more easily than you did before. So make everything as strong as possible. And then the only question is, which prayer do you use? Against the first boss here, what would be the most... we could try this Romance to the Crimson Mist. We could try the babies. Like, there's a lot of these that we haven't really gotten time to play around with yet. This Cante Yando, we can see which one of these might be most effective. There's probably a lot of these that will do the trick against this guy. Let me just double check. Right, the Smoking Heart of Incense does not restrict our blood-based attacks. And that's another thing that we just automatically get now, is more and more ranged options. More ranged attacks at the ready because of having unlimited, or having fervor generating all the time. Okay. That is a pretty expensive. The Cante Yando is actually pretty expensive. How many do we get of each of these? Let me just see here. This Canteen of the Blue Rose could be pretty good as well. So many potentially good attacks. I'm going to try this Cante, though, because we are in close proximity. And the fact that the text talks about it destroying organs and shattering bones. I don't know if that means it's more effective against, like, physical... What am I thinking? Non-ghostly, non-apparition enemies, flesh and blood enemies. Let's give it a try. I'm also still wondering what that blue fire circle icon is, how exactly that's going to work, but let's jump into it here. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, meant to slide by. Did we take any damage there? Oh, I do have combo moves as well. I'm forgetting the fact that, like, we have our double spin combo. Oh, now I'm trapped behind you for some reason. Okay. Use my prayer once again and get you out of here. Okay, so even though we've lost a whole bunch of health, a whole bunch of fervor, we're still pretty strong. Is our male couple actually a level 7, I wonder? So half, at least against this boss, it's just the first boss in the game. But even though our sword was dealing half damage there, it was still dealing an okay amount of damage. More blood, more better. Cool. Very cool. Is there anything, like, as you're just going around the world, using this Zambra to just get more and more tears is not the worst idea. The only problem is that it doesn't last from room to room. That part is a little bit of an issue. So yeah, I don't know here. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're going to see how it goes. So, okay, we've already put some fascinating new twists to the progression of the game that I'm liking. I think maybe the blue flame, the symbol there, is just to tell you, hey, this is what you chose. This was the penance that you chose. And that's what you're rolling with here in New Game Plus.
Regretful be the heart, penitent one. The anguish of the eldest brother has now come to an end.
Yeah, I don't think I got it the first time around, but I don't think I got this the very first time we played. That was the eldest brother, I think. I think that's what Deo Gracias is talking about here. We just took him down.
I am Deo Gracias, witness to and narrator of the acts of the grievous miracle. Such is my penance, as yours is silence.
Deo
The
Gracias.
cradle of affliction is what you seek. This can be found in the mother of mothers of the churches. It is a remote place separated from the rest of these lands by a great sacred and forbidden door. Even a wise penitent like me knows nothing of what lies beyond those high walls. However, what I do know is that, according to the rule, one must carry out the 3 humiliations to gain access to what they guard. One of them must be performed in the high mountains, covered in thick blankets of snow and ice. Another in the depths of a dark, entombed church where the sleeper lies.
Mercy of Dreams, or Mercy Dreams.
And the last one at the end of the trail, carved by moans that claw their way out of an iron spiral.
And Grievance
In the
Ascends.
bowels of the bell named Hondo that grows into the earth. Take this thorn and place it on the handle of your sword. If, when the time comes, as you grip your weapon firmly, you notice that it wounds you and makes you bleed, having grown, with more thorns sprouting from it, writhing over the figure of the Father carved into the knob, that will mean that you are at the mercy of the grievous miracle, whether for its punishment or its forgiveness.
All right, there we go. Thorn get. And I think probably in general, I just listened to the dialogue there because it's been a little while since I've gone through that whole thing. But I think in general, I'll probably will be skipping through most bits of dialogue if they appear to be repeats from before to kind of expedite the process here. Let me just get a quick idea. Okay, I can actually still cast that spell even without the big bead of blue wax. So I think maybe as we're walking around here, I might try... Maybe we can try this new baby spell. Oh, except I can't quite cast that one without having the big bead of blue wax. So let's do... It's so limiting. Having only 2. We need some rosary knots, guys. Holy shit, do we need some rosary knots. Let's give ourselves... what is the... I want to be able to slide around more. That's distance. I want to do cooldown. Because more dodging, more better. Got to be able to slide around quickly. But it is going to be nice to... Ah, there's the bell. The bell... The petrified bell tolls dolorously? What the fuck? Wait. Is that, like... Is it... It did that as soon as I... As soon as I started walking on the sus floor. Okay. Let's see how much, we're seeing how many tears we get from these guys. It looks like it's comparable to before. I think 50... Not 50. It was like 36? I feel like that's about the same. Maybe it's a little bit more than what we get in New Game. We're doing a execution on those guys. Okay. Let's see what we've got below. Oh, right. Okay, this is the one that actually goes... That would get give us the Quicksilver. And given the fact that they have reset our flasks and everything... This does open. Holy shit, it just... We had to wait until New Game Plus, but this does open. Or at least it can be interacted with. It may not open yet. We might still need like a key or something for it. This, I would imagine, is Quicksilver. Okay. But there is a door here. There is now a door that we can interact with. And this was... We were notified not just by the Incorrupt Hand. Maybe the Incorrupt Hand tells us when there are sus floors, but the bell tells us when there is like something new that we could not do before on New Game. Something different from having ascended. Oh, you've given the petrified bell. Oh shit, we actually just used the item here. What? Oh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Holy shit. Who the... Oh my god. What is going on with this person? You have what appears to be, you have, I guess, candles that are growing out of your legs. And then you have a trumpet that has been used to bind your arms. Okay, but it's left in a spot where you can still sound the horn. What the fuck? Also, it looks like you could use a sandwich.
The light that you bring blinds my eyes. I am called Hibrael, held captive by the ancient miracle's plans since my arms grew. Since the first creak of my crooked neck.
Hibrael.
The miracle named me the messenger of the Saita. Yeah. The Saita is the song. The genuine, pure melody. And very, very old.
Okay. Don't we have a prayer that has like Saita in the name or something? Saita.
It has the power to make the roots of the miracle unearth the hidden depths. What has already been forgotten, where the truly forbidden sleeps. That which awaits you. But we find ourselves in a mere abandoned chamber. After our encounter, the miracle will take me where the sighter will be able to resonate in all its grace.
A mere abandoned chamber. The miracle will take me where the sighter will be able to resonate in all its grace. So this is just, I guess, to make sure that we don't miss you. This is near the beginning of the game. Make sure that the bell rings. You go down here and you meet this guy, and now you're going to head off to some other place, which is your true NPC hangout spot.
The Amanecetas of the miracle await you. Until then, penitent one.
Amanecetas. Okay.
The Amanecetas of the miracle await you.
Until then, penitent one. Okay. Wow. Now I'm guessing if I zone out and I zone back in, this guy is going to be gone. And left in his place are... They actually kind of look like flowers, but they have a little candlelight flame inside them. So very cool looking. All right, Hibrael. Wow. Okay. I was right. There I just needed to wait until New Game Plus to get this door to open. So now I wonder what other things are going to be different. The Hall of Dawning comes to mind. Oh, Deo Gracias is actually waiting here for us. Whoa, what the hell? You already have an update, huh?
It is not possible.
Would you stop adjusting your junk when you're talking to me, please?
That which bears hundreds of years of oblivion has returned. It has returned.
Okay. It's just very distracting when you're doing that, because I'm not totally sure if you're talking about. Just why do you have to do that?
It is not possible. That which bears hundreds, it has
returned. That which bears hundreds of years of oblivion. Okay. That must be connected to Hibrael and the Amanecetas. Oh gosh. Oh, that's right. I have to remember. My freaking sword does half damage. I can't just be one-shotting these guys, even though Mea Culpa is at level 7. And I presume we'll stay at level 7. Don't think we're going to be unlocking any new Mea Culpa levels, but we'll see. Don't know for sure. Wow. So there is new story stuff to find. We are off to a very interesting start here. Tears, because that is where we got our initial prayer, which we'll go ahead and we'll do. No, we're gonna do the babies. I wanted to do the babies because I want to play around with these a little bit and see. Whoa! I was thinking they were just gonna they were like gonna fly, and I'm thinking of the sort of the. Oh, did they disappear? Oh, they only last for a certain amount of time. Of course, they only last for a certain amount of time. They don't just follow you around unlimited or for an unlimited amount of time. I've been thinking that it's going to be similar to there's a charm in Hollow Knight that's somewhat of an equivalent. And the glowing womb charm. Oh wow! It took all of my babies to destroy one of those wheel guys. That wasn't so impressive. Okay. All right, that's that. Wow. Wow. New stuff is happening. We are discovering new things. These guys, I think, deal more damage than before. Our first of many bones. I think hopefully we'll be able to get the... it's not going to be hopefully. Of course, we are going to get all the things that we did once before. Oh, and that's our first rosary knot. Oh, right. That was a rosary knot. Totally had forgotten that. Cool. We just need to get Soledad now. Because I need rosary knots. Let's go ahead and drink. Drink. One thing that is, we always have, if we're running low on flasks, we have this ability to, that's Saeta Dolorosa. Is Saeta song? Is that Spanish for song? Perhaps it is, but we can pull this out at a moment's notice here and go ahead and recharge our health. The problem is, it's safer for me to do it from down here. Wow, this guy has so much more health, or we are so much weaker. That's the real key. We are just so much weaker. These guys we can one-shot, but nothing else. Which is why I need to rely on righteous riposts. Oh my god. I might be getting a lot of use though out of this this life leech. This life leech prayer is not bad. As long as you don't get hit while you're spamming the life leech ability. As long as you don't get hit. Just don't get hit for him. There are a lot of I'm liking the choice that we've made. I'm not totally sure yet what prayers are going to be. There were so many of these that we picked up at the end of the playthrough, at the end of New Game, that I just didn't have time to really experiment with them all yet, you know? And so I'm excited to get the chance to play around with these. Especially as we get more and more rosary knots to take advantage of all these beads.
There is no answer to our plea. The miracle has forsaken us, and my ornate throne turns its back on those who await here.
Yep. We've got a much better idea what's going on with that guy now. We have a much better idea. Do I want to stick with this, do I want to stick with this heart that increases the, I think maybe, actually, while we are running around, what if I did stick with this, what if we do go greed? Just go full greed. It's probably a little too early, because we have so little health. I'm not sure that we can get away with just with going full greed just yet. But I also let's keep focused on fervor for now. Let's keep the focus. It's just that we kind of have to use this blue bead, the big blue bead. Easy for me to say. All right, so yeah, this is really going to be interesting now that we...
Be the few remain. There are few with devout time
Oh.
outside these walls. But if you're penitent, the will...
Yeah, I'm skipping through Tirso's dialogue here as I hear the incorrupt hand ringing for the sus wall in this room. Let's quickly check out here. Yeah, I think we can actually shoot this baby down now. Now that we have this ability, get you down on my level and unleash the laser beam. And we've got this guy hanging out here. I forgot your actual name. No doggo, but I think there is supposed to be a set of bones here. I've forgotten this guy. I don't think he actually ever says his name. The only way we have of knowing this guy's name is from the credits, I think, or maybe the achievements. Not sure, not sure. I kind of like this. This baby's ability is kind of fun. And I kind of want to play around with it a little bit more. Let's just check the mea culpa shrine here to be sure, but I would expect there to be nothing different. Yep. So the sword is as good as it's going to get. Let's go in and check with Bones Dude. Bring the bones before me. Good to see your, the ash has unpiled for the moment to allow you to breathe.
This lowly servant greets you. Welcome to the ossuary. My duty is none other than to provide. It matters little how many, but these remains need only together. Bring them before me.
Bring the bones before me.
The bones, thank you. Bring the bones before me.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, no on-the-spot reward just yet. I think we've got to get quite a few bones before he starts giving us, like, tears and whatnot. I don't think there shouldn't be any... Well, this is the thing. We don't know for sure what is new and what's not. I wouldn't expect there to be anything new from Nacimiento, but you never know for sure.
Two faces greet you, penitent. Look at my chest, upon which an ancient such
this all looks the same.
Sentence is this, that I do not understand. It's the grace of the miracle is present.
Yeah.
Even bring me the quicksilver.
Bring me the quicksilver. Yes, we're not going to do this just yet. Not just yet. Not like I did in... Not like I did my first time around before I had even unlocked or filled up. No, I think I did it before I even found an empty bile flask, right? I hadn't even found an empty bile flask yet, so that was not even something that I had accomplished. What we're gonna do, though, I think, is press forward, because if we were, I'm thinking, you know, I want to unlock my new rosary slots, but also, that does mean going through all of Yondo, and I guess the one thing we could get real quick is we could, it would just be a set of bones. I think there's a set of bones to collect behind one of the Minotaur spear throwers. But other than that, in order to get to Soledad, we would actually have to go through all of Yondo, which I don't want to do just yet. So I think we'll press forward from here. We press forward from here. Now, using the babies on you all might be overkill. You know, it could be overkill. And also, it seems like they want to just keep unloading even after an enemy is dead. Now, okay, interestingly, I'm getting the bell. The bell is ringing in this area? Oh my god, those guys take so many hits. The bell is ringing in this area. What? The bell is ringing in this area. Why? I think the bell... I had noted before that the bell seems to ring with different intensity depending on where you stand, and I think that is because as you get closer to where the secret actually is, that's when... Oh man. Oh man, we are not strong, guys. We are not strong. Not with the sword. You got it. This is the thing. This build relies on... Oh no! Oh, that's how that works when you're up against a wall? That's unfortunate, because I thought it was going to work like this. I thought I could just... Oh shit, that's unfortunate. Wow, okay. We still can charge. I have to remember we can charge our sword, right? And there's a ranged attack that's attached to this, so we have some options here. But the secret... Is it just... I wonder if it's responding to this, the fact that the log hasn't been knocked down yet. Is that the secret, quote unquote? So it's like anything that's like a destructible part of the environment that opens up a new path. Is that what it rings about? And there's one in this room as well. This room, okay, I think I know what it's gonna do in this room. Man, at first the shield guy was kind of blocking the Debla spell. Too late. There we go. Okay, so that one's pretty powerful. And of course, we're powering up. With our prayer heart, our spells are more powerful, and we could make them even more powerful if we want. For now, though, this is pretty decent. I will note, I have been playing a little bit on one of my fresh files, and I have noticed that when you get a Righteous Riposte, obviously you get like a half bar of fervor restored when you get that execution. But also, if you use these beads that give you more fervor generation, like Embers of a Broken Star, it boosts that as well. So you could, I think if you use both of the beads that boost your fervor generation, you can actually get a full bar of fervor restored through an execution, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, okay, the bell was ringing for that there. That makes sense. That's what I would have expected. All right, these shield guys, can they block against the frontward laser beam? Is that one they get to block against? Dude, those shields are so sturdy. What the fuck? That is just insane. So, there's one way that we know for sure they can be dealt with. So, we'll just stick with that tried and true method. All right, what about you? Oh, this is still probably one of the most effective ways, is just to do this trick. Oh, but you're not the one. Okay, I forgot that you're not the one that actually is next to the log that allows the Vertialis to climb the wall and get so many multiple hits. So probably the laser beam is the most effective one here. If we actually had full fervor. Man, it is so limiting having fucking 2 rosary slots. Because part of what I want to do is I want to throw on this Eye of Erudition, and I want to start testing to see exactly how effective each of these how effective each prayer is, you know, to see exactly how much damage is being done. That seemed to work pretty well. Let's see if the bell stops ringing as soon as we hit this open. No. Is there a sus floor here that I've missed? There is still a secret in this room that I have missed. Time to search for a secret. Unless it's bugged. Which, well, I have the idea in my head that it is possible for it to be bugged. What would be a secret in this area? The only thing I can think of is a sus floor that I just haven't found. Now the bell is barely ringing, so it feels like we're far away from it. It feels like it's ringing much more strongly over here. And I thought for sure it would have been in response to this not being knocked down yet. You know what? Let's try exiting and entering the room again, because maybe it will change maybe it will change to reflect the fact that the secret has been uncovered. I think that's what it is. That is, okay, so it may not be bugged per se, but there is a wrinkle with the incorrupt hand that you need to actually exit and re-enter the room in order for it to kind of reset its state. So, okay. Fair enough, I suppose. I think maybe as a default, I will use this greed, just to make sure I'm spending my fervor in a way that, you know, is to where I'm actually just not walking around the whole time with full fervor. Ooh, that charge attack is still good. So even though we're only doing half attack, half damage on our sword attacks are being done. Even though that is the case, we are still doing a reasonable amount of charge damage. Now, there is a bottomless abyss below me here. There is a bottomless abyss. Do I want to fall down that abyss? Because I think that takes me into the cistern, doesn't it? Interesting choice. It would be into the cistern, I believe, and I'm not sure whether I'd want to be there this early, but at the same time, it could be just getting something out of the way that we would have to do anyways at some point. I think for now, we'll just leave a marker here. We'll just leave, like, I guess a blue marker. Or, and maybe I will fall down there eventually. Maybe. But we'll keep moving in the sort of standard direction for now. The normal, which way is the... I want to establish the checkpoint at the bridge of... There's a secret in this room as well, which I think is also a branch that needs to be knocked down. Or a log shortcut that needs to be established. It's probably all it is. Yeah, that charge attack is still pretty nice. I wonder if that counts. Like, it should count as our sword damage, right? So our sword damage should be affected by that. Or it should be affected by our sword damage. So our charge attack, I would imagine, should be half as effective as it would be otherwise, right? I should drink. Oh my god, that killed us? Oh, okay. Wow. That did so much more damage than I was expecting. That did a lot more damage. Wasn't expecting you to hit so hard. Okay. I thought... I thought that the normal enemies were hitting a little bit more than normal. Glad to see Doggo has not left us in New Game Plus. Holy shit. Okay. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready to deal with some bullshit. Some bullshit, if you ask me. That the fact that I mean, I wasn't at full health, but I was pretty close to full. All right, now let's try this again. Except this time we won't be greedy. We will use. What will we use? Do I want to try? We could try this one, the Canteen of the Blue Rose. Let's see how this works against you. Are you serious? That went on the top? How does that make any sense? What? That... Why? Why would you ever think that I would want you to go in that direction? I'm so confused. Not in that direction, but why would you ever... What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. Fine. That's how it works. That's how it works. What are you gonna do? Nothing that can be done. This is the one we used before. And that almost completely takes you down. But you're definitely beefier than you were before. The prayer swapping here is going to be fun though. The juggling of getting the right prayer when you want it is going to be an interesting part of this playthrough. And the juggling of my prayer beads, because I only have two. Two that I have access to. Access to two. I would imagine you have nothing new to say here.
Bronze the ordeals of those on it, for the art of the sculpted holiness watches us.
His holiness watching from above.
For fickle.
Okay, all right, yeah. So he had the one new bit of dialogue after we crossed paths with Hibrael, but otherwise nothing new. So, okay. So I guess we make our way down into Mercy Dreams now. Head down to take on the first boss, quote unquote. The first real boss, at least. The other option is to head up here. Maybe we'll head up here and talk to our buddy. Talk to our buddy Gemino. Although I think if you are... No! If you're being correct in your Spanish and whatnot, I think it's supposed to be Gemino. I think. But regardless, our frozen soon to be a tree friend. We'll go over, let's get the checkpoint here first, and then we'll go see, well, it's gonna be tears, right? The prayer hearts that we've collected already are just gonna be tears. Are they not? What's up, buddy?
Contrite and humiliated be the heart. Oh, do not fret for me. Perhaps the miracle the others spoke of. To a promised land you direct. Let me ask of you the favor of bringing me a few drops of the oils that once came out of these icy olive trees.
Scorching the faces.
Ended up scorching the faces of every pious person as my last wish before it is too late for... Take this.
Yep, the the burning visage, or the charred visage.
Become another branch of this withered olive tree. Hurry up. I can still hear the call.
All right, all right. I suppose because we actually have our because the game has given us all of our relics, we actually get to do this right off the bat, don't we? This the part that was flummoxing me forever. Dude, we're almost dead just from these enemies. What the fuck? We're on New Game Plus. What do you expect, dude? You're on fucking New Game Plus. Get the righteous riposte, get the execute the way you're supposed to do it, and then you'll be good to go. There you go. Then you don't have anything to worry about. Okay. So this cave that I said I would never, I didn't say I would never be coming back to. I knew that I would be coming back here at some point. That's right. Okay, we get incense garlic from this room. But of course, this is where my mind immediately went as soon as the petrified bell was given to us. I was like, oh no, and we read the description. I was like, is this where the petrified bell is meant for us to go? Now, interestingly, the bell is not ringing. We got rid of that sus wall, and the bell's not ringing? Okay, so maybe it was a bug that apparently is fixed when you go into New Game Plus. But yeah, there's apparently nothing else to find here, which is what I would expect, given all the crazy ideas and things that I tried in that room. And of course, none of them worked because there was nothing to find. You just had to go do this business. My only concern here is that the stuff in this room is going to be too strong for me. So we need to perhaps, I'm gonna switch back to this Eye of Erudition, but I would like to try my babies again. Give me the babies. And we'll see how they do at ringing bells. Oh, can you go attack this guy for me? There we go. Oh, they disappeared. Shit. Fuck. These enemies, the bell enemies, are definitely a lot easier to deal with if you are more proficient at pogoing, which I have become significantly more proficient at as the game has gone along, which is very, very nice for us. What I want to do here is let's go ahead and do I want to do this guy. This is the one that I would like to use to take care of you all. How high do these things jump? Too high. Too high. Okay. Wait for our fervor to regenerate a little bit here. We'll go up here, open that up. So actually, it might be better. This Tirana of the Celestial Bastion is pretty expensive. I don't know if we can even afford it right now, even with the blue bead on. Oh, this would probably be not too bad. Actually, it looks kind of bad because you're not even taking any damage from this at all, are you? It's unfortunate. Gonna take some experimentation to figure out the best prayers for each situation. We'll get it figured out eventually. Wow, that did nothing to you. What the hell? What the hell? They are so much stronger. So much stronger than they are on New Game. Oh, man. This is gonna be... I mean, I did also... You know, I did it to myself. I said, we're gonna do a prayer build, guys. We're gonna do a prayer build. This is what I get. This is what I get for asking for a prayer build, or trying to go with a prayer build. Oh, why did I go that way? As soon as I did it, I knew it was wrong. Wait, what prayer did I equip? Oh, this one. Shit. Shit. I was gonna say, why is she not attacking? I was thinking for a second she might be able to hit them underground. Not so much. Well, shit. This is the one I should be using here. This is the one. Give myself as much life leech as I can, because I'm about to die. I'm about to die. No. Why did I come down here? Why did I do it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. There's another one of you. There's another one of you. Which I would love to leech some life off of, but also, you know. Also, we could just call down the laser beam of destruction from the heavens and eliminate 2 birds with 1 stone. A bell and a baby with 1 stone. Taken care of. All right. I'm going to put this back on just by default, because when I do... Although, are we done? We're actually done with this, aren't we? Did I go up here and get this already? I did not. I had to get rid of the fuckers that were jumping out of the ground. Have to get my 500 tears. No, wait a second. This is one of the collectibles. Wait, this is the one that we didn't read, isn't it? This is the one. Oh. Oh, I love that. Pronounce. I think this is pronounced. I don't think it's Cossacks. I think it's Cockix, but I could be wrong about that. However it is pronounced, the potentially non-PG bone named after Daniel the Possessed. It is said that Daniel appeared inside a castle. He cried that he had been possessed by a shadow as he slept, and also claimed to have maintained carnal relations with underground creatures? Excuse me? I was right. That was anything but PG. Jesus Christ, this game. Why is this game so bizarre? Now, okay, we cannot do anything yet in this room, right? Because we need to, I think, finish Hemeno's quest line. So, this is where we can come back to later. Can I actually, I think I can, it's not what I meant to press. I think I can mark this as, what do we get from here? I don't remember, but we can mark it as something that we're gonna need some, or we can put a person there maybe, because there is sort of a person here with a lot of hair, and otherwise we get to go back to the bench. And rest. This is this is very, very, this way of playing the game, I'm getting used to it, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this so far, and I'm so excited that there's definitely some new content, which I had suspected there was going to be, but I really had no idea what type of content it was going to be. So this is really, really a lot of fun. See if I can make this set of jumps without killing myself, which I have done on more than one occasion. Unfortunately, cannot say that that was a one-time occurrence I have done that, I think, on one of my fresh files. Definitely did not get away unscathed from that set of jumps. I think, yeah, falling down here only gets us back to this room, so I don't have any reason to descend through that bottomless abyss, I don't think. Okay, successfully. That set of ladders just makes me nervous every time. And I think... Right, there should be like Tentutia's hair or something over in this direction. Oh my god, I have to be so... Yeah, they are gonna absolutely destroy me if I'm not careful here. Oh, I can't slide through her. Man, I've gotten very used to just being able to steamroll through enemies, and being set back to kind of the square one on this is definitely a bit of an awakening. So I think for these tougher enemies, I'm not going to be able to get away with trying to use this greed, and it's going to make so much more sense for me to actually use something that kills them. Something that actually, or at the very least, keeps me alive. Something that actually doesn't get me killed. Because just sitting there and spamming away with my regular sword attacks is not going to get the job done here. Let that guy patrol in the other direction. Okay, now that we're full on health, at least for the moment. I want to see how this blue rose theoretically should work. It does. Okay, that's what I was finally. If you've got a bunch of enemies that are on a flat surface, then Miriam is the one you want to call. Esdras, of course.
Sister of mine, as I foretold you, someone is heading towards the Forbidden Gate. Someone who seeks the purge and excommunication of all that is sacred and rests there. No, no, do not place your doubts on me. I am ready.
Yep. I might go through his dialogue a little bit more. What's the word? I might be a little bit more retrospective on his dialogue because I feel like there might be more with Esdras that I haven't figured out yet. Given him and Chrysanta at the end of the game there, I feel like there might be more. Oh, and right, there's of course these things. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well, let's try our hand, shall we? Let's try our hand at one of these and see what we can get away with. We do get a bench right here, right? Yeah. So because there's a bench right nearby, let's see if we can actually... How difficult is this going to be? With only 2 bead slots, that's the real problem here. Oh my god. So one of those bead slots, of course, has to be... Get you out of here. One of those bead slots has to be... At least to get us in. It has to be... Wait a minute! Do I not have it anymore? Was that one of the consequences of... Oh, that might be something that actually does get reset in New Game Plus. Look at that. So we don't even have it yet. I don't remember what it's called at first, because it kind of changes form, doesn't it? It eventually is called, what? The Weight of True Guilt? I don't remember exactly. But we don't have it. I'm pretty sure. That's interesting. I think we get it from the confessor statue that's like above Albero, right? It's next to the elevator that goes up from Albero. So this, we can't go in here yet. Okay, well, that's probably good. Probably a good thing, because I gotta, maybe should get a little more powered up first. Probably not a bad idea. So. Let's just keep pushing forward. And keep using our... Like, if I use Mir... I just want to... This is a bit of a science. Bit of science here to see. If I do Miriam from here... Oh, she actually immediately gives an execution. That's another thing that's real... Looks to be really nice. Is it automatically an execution no matter what? Okay, now the bell is ringing because we know this is a sus wall here, right? I think she might... By the way, okay. Two things. I think she might actually give a guaranteed execution, which is really... If that's the case, I could be getting a bit more value. I maybe don't even need this here, this erudition. I could just equip one of my fervor generators to get myself even more fervor back. The only thing I need to do is figure out how to get this next set of executions off. The thing I noticed there is the fact that... Oh, but it did the thing again where she... It's not fully... That's unfortunate. Because if I... Oh, no. It doesn't always path correctly. Sometimes it'll path where the level that you're on, and sometimes it paths like above you. So it's a bit funky. That's unfortunate. Okay. I feel like I might be jumping back to this this Saeta Dolorosa quite a bit. That feels like that's gonna be pretty decent. But at the same time, that Miriam prayer is pretty strong. I don't know, man. I don't know. It puts an automatic execution on all of them. Wow, that's crazy, dude. Now, the problem is I might not be able to take advantage because I can only do one execution at a time. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That's a fail. That's a fail, dude. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, because I can only do one execution at a time. Oh, shit. And I'm going to be vulnerable just... Well, okay, never mind. I was going to say I'm going to be vulnerable as soon as I get out of this... out of my iframes. This is really adding, though, a whole new dimension to this. A whole new dimension to playing the game. This juggling of prayers, and it's fun because now we're getting use out of so many of these prayers that we just hadn't had a chance to try out yet, and it's kind of fun, even if we are in a much weaker state with our mea culpa. Even if our sword don't hit the same way that it used to. Okay, now I think that's ringing because of the sus wall that gives us the candle wax. I think. Down in that part of the area below. Okay, let's just do laser beam here. Oh, except it doesn't hit the ghosts. It doesn't hit the ghosties. What the fuck, man? What the hell? Gonna wait until I get my life leech here. Boy, that's so cool. That is awesome. Frickin' awesome. And of course, now that's another thing. I'm not sure if the blood attack scales with our, does it also work under this restriction of half damage? Some of these are rhetorical questions. Don't tell me exactly how everything works just yet. Just like I would normally ask, don't tell me everything. But it's going to be interesting to try to figure these things, some of these things out. Oh, that doesn't go through walls. Wait, what the hell? Nice. I love the extra little second of levitation in the air that you get from casting your what is our ranged spell called now? The Bleeding Miracle. Bleeding Miracle, so you say. It doesn't kill them on the first hit there, but it does kill them after. It does kill them after the final explosion of the Bleeding Miracle. Nice. It would be kind of nice, though. The one little shortcoming in the system here, the flaw that I am seeing is it would be nice. It would be nice if it would definitely be a nice thing if we were able to kind of like equip a few different prayers. I was gonna see if that explosion hits him. Okay, that's that's one way to do it there. It would be nice if we could equip a couple different prayers and just be able to easily switch between them. Because right now it is a little bit cumbersome trying to switch between prayers by having to navigate to the menu. That part is a little bit, because I am definitely the type of player that wants to try all of these different prayers and see exactly what is the best one for each scenario. But it's also the switching back and forth and also knowing which one you have equipped. That's another thing. Like, that would be a nice little thing, a little icon on the menu here to tell you which prayer you actually have on. That wouldn't be such a bad thing now, would it? Okay. Because we regenerate fervor at a pretty nice pace. We're regenerating fervor definitely well ahead of schedule. And I want to spend it as much as possible.
Behold what I present to you. Thou must trust me, for I have the blood of kings on the palm of my hand.
Did she actually have new dialogue there? Do you have new dialogue at all? No.
Let us be cat. Do not be surprised to find. Call me. I will not ask you for any money whatsoever.
Yeah, whatever.
Cut.
That's a very, very slight technicality that pretty much is meaningless.
Though a small piece, trust me.
Okay, the Blood of Kings. Key to the chamber. This could be completely useless. I don't know. They're probably putting tears in the place of the relics, right? Maybe more than 500 tears? Hopefully more than 500 tears? Because if so, I'm only getting 100 tears profit out of this little exchange. But the other two beads are no longer there to pick up, so that's good. Don't have to worry about collecting those or spending money on those. Do I want to... I think we'll just keep pressing forward. I was thinking about resting, but we'll just see if we can make it through with what we've got here. Am I hearing the ring of the bell? Is there a secret in this room that I forgot about? All right, what, let's go back to using Miriam. See, why did it path into the ceiling? Hello? That makes absolutely zero sense. Like, what? I don't, at least it's getting like the execution. It's giving me the execution off of these guys, but I have no clue how it makes sense for that to be programmed like that. I mean, it's probably just a bug. Because we know there's bugs in Blasphemous. I want the execute on this guy because he's worth more tears, I would imagine. Get this first, and then we will deal with your ass. I love the knockback there. The knockback into the... The knockback into... what am I trying to say? The knockback into getting that little blood explosion. That blood explosion is pretty potent. I have a feeling that that is not... The blood is not actually being affected by the nerf to our sword. That's what it feels like, because that is still so strong. Okay, there's the secret, which is a bioflask, if I remember correctly. There is a bioflask to be had here. See, I don't quite... The pathing is very mystifying so far. Very much confused about the pathing that is being employed here. But I do like this. This is definitely one of my favorites so far of these new. That and the fact that our Fervous Blood does just so much damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself invulnerability for this next one, because this can be a little bit harrowing, and I want to just use... I want to give myself this guy. Yep, still gonna have trouble here. Because this guy's not dead yet, my god. I take so many hits. I could have redone my my miracle here. Or my prayer, I should say. But I love that this is like a guaranteed execution, or it's a guaranteed stun. I think in that case, the guy took a second hit and was already low enough health where he just died, so we didn't get our execution. But I like that as a I do like that as a potential... Getting more executions is a great way to fuel this build. Because you basically just never run out of fervor, right? Aha! We are here in the room before the boss. I did not think of the fact that we were already here in this room. I don't need to be replenishing my... I don't need to be giving myself extra health because we have a bench right here. The only question is, am I getting the assistance of... I probably need it. I think I might need the assistance of our friendly
From a place of
Viridiana.
blessings have I been entrusted with watching over you. My name is Viridiana. I have been granted a gift with which I can assist you in carrying your burden if required. Penitent one in silence. Will you require my assistance with your next task?
Yeah, so I've done a couple different fresh files now, and I have on one of them, I have asked for Viridiana's assistance on one of them. I did not ask for her assistance, and then on another one I did. So I think, if I remember correctly, if you don't have her help you on the first boss, then I think she doesn't show up on any of the others. I might be wrong about that, but I think if we want her to show up and see what happens with her, then I think we have to accept her help here. So I'm going to go ahead and do it.
So be it.
And then we'll see what happens in the future there. But let's also go ahead and unlock our... Boy, that is so powerful. This blood attack is this is a good one. I like it. We're just activating the teleportation here. Fast travel option, getting that online. And then we have this room down here. Oh, I did not give myself... Oh, shit, I did the wrong prayer. I did the wrong prayer. I wanted to do the invincibility. Shit. Well, if we die, we die. If we die, we die. I don't even remember what is down here in this, There we go. I was hoping I'd get an execution on you. I don't remember what is in this room, though. Oh, I remember now. It's another set of bones. That's what it is. I want my reduced cooldown on dodging. Por favor. Because I need to get through here. I need to be able to dash underneath as quickly as I can. There we go. I actually did that without taking damage, because when I've done that on my fresh file, I have not had the toe bead, which means I'm not able to recover quite as quickly and be able to take 0 damage from that fireball there. Okay, so now we can turn our attention to the first boss, which shouldn't be too bad here. Especially if we pick the right prayer and maybe use the ways of the, what was it called again? The Bleeding Miracle, which is, does not appear to be nerfed. Don't answer that. Don't tell me for sure. What do we do here? I think we keep rolling with the enhanced power of the prayers, though. Let's see what beads make sense. Blue wax is still, I think, the best one for us at the moment. And then dodge cooldown could be really good, but also just giving ourselves more powerful prayers just maybe is the best thing you can get. And then there's a few different options that could be pretty good here. I think this Cantellando seems like it's the most damage. but it's hard to say. It is definitely hard to say. The laser beam feels like it's always a pretty decent one. Zarabanda could be nice as well. Does it? I'm wondering if it like blocks the thorns that pop out of the ground. And then activating the Zombra right before you kill the boss, that get the ultimate greed and get as many souls as you can, which is what I love to do when I'm playing Elden Ring. Yeah, let's see how we go here. Let's try doing a couple of these different ones and see. Maybe we'll start with Miriam. We'll start with Miriam. I feel like that one could get a couple, because it feels like there's multiple instances of damage that are generated by this. And I think they should, like, there should be at least a couple hits on him. Let's see if that's the case. That was definitely not as strong as I was hoping it would be. Did not block. Let's see. So Miriam doesn't seem super great. Let's try Debla when we're able to get in close here. That's decent. Definitely a good source of damage there. And now what about the Conte Yondo? Oh, but I don't have enough juice yet. How did I not block there? These heals that I'm getting from Viridiana, though, are great. Great. No, there's a second one there. I would like to get out of the corner here sometime. There we go. Conte, Yondo, and Debla both seem pretty comparable in terms of damage. Pretty comparable. Actually, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy here. I'm gonna be so greedy. Shit! Oh my god. No! I blocked too soon. Too soon. Oh my gosh. We should have had that. Okay. The damage that gets dealt. So much more damage than... We also have no health. We are so not strong. That's just how it is. Let's try Zarabanda. I want to see if this blocks some of the stuff, some of the thorns and whatnot that we get as incoming. We should get back some of our fervor here when we get our guilt fragment back. There we go. Perfect. Oh, and I gotta remember, we also have... We just have the regular blood attacks. I'm blocking too early. You know, those do not... They're not just for preventing damage from preventing things from hitting me. Those also do a really good job of just damaging the boss. Just like our blood attack does, man. That's not bad at all. Shit. I'm gonna take some damage here. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I always forget that when he does the stomp, that is our opening to, like, dash under him. But there's also thorns that pop out of the ground, and our Zarabanda does not protect us from those. So, you know, Sarabanda was okay there. Would it even just be better? This tiento to your thorned hairs. Is it just better to like... Is this the easy mode prayer? Is to just turn this on and then spam away? Because especially if you are getting extra fervor from your attacks and you get to stand in the pocket the whole time and do... Let me just make sure here. I'm going to pause. We're getting... Oh, I see. I was giving myself more... We don't need extra power on our prayer if we're just giving ourselves invulnerability. We would do this. Our prayers, our sword attacks are just still weak enough where even though we get to stand here and just spam this, I'm still not sure if it's as good as... Like, even that blood attack, look at it, takes like... Shit, I need to block those probably. Dude, that's the one to be using. Okay, let's use... Yeah, so the invulnerability also just kind of doesn't... I don't know. I don't love the idea of just, oh, I'm going to make myself invulnerable so I can just sit there and spam away. I kind of like the idea... of trying to strategically use spells at the right moment. Oh, shit. Fuck. That Lorkiana is pretty nice. That Lorkiana does not deal nothing. I forgot again. Okay, we're gonna do greed here. And we're gonna give ourselves something more defense. How about that? Because I kind of need... Is it better to do this one or the one that's more defense when we have no flasks left? I don't know yet. I don't know. Shit. Shit. I'm definitely getting helped out by Viridiana here. Even if I can't swing in the right direction of the enemy. There we go. There we go. Wait, did that only give me like 500? Did that only... That was not that many tears. Even with my greed activation. Okay. All right. All right, well, I got some getting good to do here. This is going to be... We are playing with a binding on. Sort of. It's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. And we've just got to get used to that. It's definitely a curse not having 8 rosary bead slots. That is a problem we need to get remedied ASAP.
And the sons of the miracle, when you humbled yourself before my most holy body, our miracle has chosen me.
This looks like it's all just the same as before.
Heart of guilt.
Okay. Attrition acquired, holy wound of attrition, get, and yeah, I think that is where we are going to wrap up this first installment of the path. What was it called? The Path of Torment, or the. I don't remember what the game mode was called specifically. But we're here on New Game Plus, and we have really we've dialed up the challenge a little bit, and we've also got something new. We've got Hibrael somewhere to come across, to cross paths with. Who knows? Maybe he's up in the Hall of Dawning. That could be a place that maybe now that room makes sense, given that we are using previously unused locations. But as I said before in the last episode, I'm not so sure that I'm going to be recording every single step of the way here in New Game Plus, but I do want to document at least some of the things that are fresh, that are new, similar to how I kind of did things with Sekiro. So I'm gonna have to play it by ear and see exactly how this plays out, what is different, and what is still kind of just rehashing things we've done before. I don't want to go through every single inch of this map and do everything all over again on camera, but I definitely want to get the good stuff. So we'll see exactly how it goes. As for now, I'm excited to be here, and I'm still having so much fun. If you did enjoy the video, please consider doing that YouTube thing and hitting those buttons down below. It definitely helps to spread the video along to people like you that would get a kick out of it. And I'm hoping to get more of a kick out of New Game Plus and really fine-tuning our spell-oriented build. Figuring out which one of these, hopefully getting them to work correctly and not be bugged out in most instances, or at least some. But we will see how all that goes next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.